Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I am a homeschooling mom of 5. I'm going to talk a little bit more about homeschooling in this video. This video is a collab that was started by Lisa over at Catholic Marathon Mom, and it's just 5 homeschooling questions just to get to know me. And then in the description below, I will put a playlist with some other homeschooling mamas videos, and I think you'll really enjoy their videos, getting to know some other homeschooling moms, getting to get some more tips that we're going to share through these videos if you're new to this journey of homeschooling. I am feeling a little bit lazy today, and I just pulled out my camera. I'm just sitting on my couch and I'm going to film. Usually for my sit down videos, I like to set my camera up and talk to you guys that way. But today I was like, you know what? I'm just going to sit on the couch and just do this vlog style. So here we go. Here are the questions. So the first question is, how many kids are you homeschooling and how long have you been homeschooling for? So I do have 5 children and they are 9. I always hesitate when I say their ages because every year it changes. Every few months it changes. They are 9, 8, 6, 4, and 1. So my oldest 4, I'm currently homeschooling. Obviously my 1-year-old I'm not, but my oldest 4 I'm homeschooling, and I have been homeschooling ever since my oldest was in kindergarten. So if you include junior kindergarten, that's junior, senior, first, second, third, fourth. So this would be our 6th year homeschooling. That is crazy to actually say. 6 years, that's a long time. The second question is, what was the defining moment that you knew that you were going to homeschool? I do remember the day. My oldest son was probably, I don't remember, he was probably 2, probably about 2, around that age, like very much a toddler still. And my husband and I had kind of talked off and on about what we would do for schooling, and I was honestly leaning towards sending him to our Christian school. So we have a Christian school at our church, and I just figured my husband went to that same school all through his years of schooling, and so I just figured maybe that's what we would do. I was homeschooled myself and just thought, oh, maybe we'll do something different with, maybe I'll do something different than what I had, and maybe we'll send them to school. And it was my husband that was definitely most like, no, I definitely think our kids would benefit the most. I think that the best choice for our kids is to homeschool them, and we kind of talked it out. And as soon as we talked it out and decided, I was like, all right, we're good to go. As soon as I knew like that is what we're gonna do, my mind was totally on that track, and I thought, okay, we're gonna do it. And so I started looking into different curriculums and looking into different stuff, and right away just kind of my mind was set then on that route. The next question is on curriculum, so whether we use faith-based curriculum, secular curriculum. I do create our own curriculum. I don't know if I should say create our own curriculum, but I kind of pull from different companies, choosing curriculum from different companies to make our full curriculum. So I don't do like a box kit, although I think that is a great idea if you want to make things a little bit easier on yourself, I think. But anyways, I do like to pull from like different distributors and make our own curriculum. So as far as faith-based or not, we are Christians, and so whatever matters, I will use Christian curriculum, and if it doesn't matter, I don't. Like math doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference if it's from a Christian distributor or not. Science, it does. And so science is Christian curriculum. Our Bible obviously is Christian curriculum. And I think that's it. I think some of the other distributors might be Christian, but it doesn't come out in their work, in their curriculum books, because that doesn't matter. But science, for sure, I do like to use a Christian curriculum, and we're using Apologia for that. Okay, I'm gonna switch arms because this is why I usually like to set up my camera, but okay, onto my left arm. My next question is, what has been your greatest challenge homeschooling, and how are you facing it or have overcome it? My biggest challenge homeschooling has definitely been having babies and having toddlers, and I am overcoming it by my kids getting older. Okay, that's not even helpful at all. But that is definitely my biggest challenge, is homeschooling with a baby, having a newborn, and then, you know, your newborn getting older and starting to just be needing to be held a lot and crawling around and getting into mischief, and then walking and toddling. And currently I'm still like in the throes of that with my 15-month-old. He's into everything. So that is definitely what I would say is the hardest, is having a toddler or baby. But how to improve that? One huge tip is to have educational activities, or not educational activities, some sort of activity that isn't always accessible and can be pulled out when your child really needs something to do. So we have Play-Doh, we have paints, we have coloring stuff, we have puzzles, all stuff that they can't get whenever they want, but when it's school time and my little one needs attention, needs something to keep their hands busy, I will pull out those projects. Also, just sitting down and reading with my little ones. So if my older kids are doing school and then my little ones are having a really hard time and I just can't give my proper focus to either the school-age kids or the little ones, we'll just take a little break. I'll sit down, I'll read to the little ones, and sometimes that really just fills up their love tank, and they feel, it just puts them in a better mood. And after I have spent that quality time with them, they are happy and able to go and play on their own again. So I hope that helps. If you're homeschooling with a baby or a toddler, I feel you. Like that is a hard thing. My last question, number 5, is what advice would you give someone considering homeschooling for the first time? Okay, well, it really depends if you're considering homeschooling, like pulling your kids out of school, or if your kids are just entering kindergarten and you're considering starting school with them. So if your kids are just getting to that age of kindergarten, my tip would be, don't overthink it and don't stress about it. I think we have this mindset of like, they're starting school, like we need to get all this curriculum, and how am I gonna make sure I'm teaching them everything they need to know? And what I would say, especially as they're entering just kindergarten and even into grade 1, it's just a logical progress of what you've already been teaching them. So as toddlers, as preschoolers, you're teaching your kids their animals and their animal sounds and their colors and their shapes, maybe even into their letters. And then as they start school, it's really just the same thing. I mean, there's curriculum you can buy for sure, and I do buy some curriculum in kindergarten, but you can just get out lined paper and start writing out letters and teaching them what their letters are and their letter sounds, and then using your toys to learn how to count. There's definitely lots of helps and curriculums you can buy, but don't overthink it and don't stress about comparing to other kids, your kids' ages, and what they're learning at different ages. I definitely think that you know your child best, and you know how to teach them best, and just take a deep breath and just teach them that next logical step. Those are all my questions, so I hope that you enjoyed that. And if you are a homeschooling mom and you want to see more videos from me, subscribe if that's something you're interested in, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Share it with somebody who maybe you know who is considering homeschooling, if you think it would be a help to them. And again, check out the videos in my playlist with lots of other homeschooling moms. Thank you for coming along and watching this today. I'm gonna put this camera down because my hand, again, my arm is tired. All right, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys soon.